You know, in all honesty, I meant what I said back when I mentioned how I take no pleasure in continually ripping on Man of Steel or the way Warner Brothers is handling the DC Cinematic Universe. And really, I'd rather be talking about anything else today. Like those controversial Twix ads with Nick Lachey, or how DC and Marvel are going to look completely unrecognizable to me post-Convergence and Secret Wars. But instead, here I am talking about DC's upcoming movies again, about something that's ultimately really insignificant, but somehow really infuriating to me. So, as discussed on Friday's episode, there have been a lot of leaks coming from the set of Suicide Squad up in Toronto. Perhaps the biggest leak was that Ben Affleck was seen on set, and that his stuntman was dressed in full Batman costume filming scenes, confirming that that character is going to be in the movie. Okay, cool. This shows that Warner Brothers is actually serious about building a shared universe that can go toe-to-toe with Marvel. Great. I like that idea. That is until I saw the pictures and the videos of the scene that they were filming, where Batman is riding on the top of Joker's car. There's something wrong about the way Batman looks here. I'm not talking about the actual costume itself. It actually looks pretty good without all the lighting. But something is missing. Something important. Something iconic. Something that, honestly, without it, doesn't really make Batman Batman. I am, of course, talking about his cape. Instead, this Batman has little orange tracking dots all around where his cape should be. Meaning that they're going to add the cape in post using CGI. Excuse me for a second. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you use CGI to create something that we've had no problem creating since the frickin' 40s? I hate this. I hate when they needlessly have to use CGI like this. Have we not learned anything from the Star Wars prequels? Do we not remember CGI Yoda? I understand that not everything can be done practically. I understand that they can't really build a practical Optimus Prime. And sometimes computers can be used to make great things, unbelievable things. But a cape? Seriously? And it's not like they forgot to create a cape for this costume or anything. We've all seen the promo stills. This thing toured Comic-Cons. I was there. I saw it with my own two eyes. A cape physically exists for this costume. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're probably thinking, hey, dumbass, they probably did that for safety reasons. They don't want the cape getting stuck anywhere and possibly killing a stuntman. And you know what? You might be right. And in that case, I don't really have an answer for you. But Christopher Nolan does.
The key visual element that we hadn't expected to get was actually the cape and the way the cape blows in the wind as he drives. We had devised, with Lindy Hemming, a backpack shape that the cape could fold up into using the memory fabric idea from the first film. Originally, every time he rode the bike, we were going to use that backpack shape because we felt that the cape would immediately get caught in the rear tire and pull the rider off. But as Chris and his guys started to test the running of the bike with the costume on, they found that, in fact, it picks up the wind right away and it never actually got caught in the wheel. And I was delighted about this because I think there's something about the image of the cape flapping riding the bike that really makes it Batman, makes it what it needs to be.
So to recap, they built a very real, very functional, very dangerous motorcycle, and they still found a way to make a cape work on it because it's that important to the character. Use a shorter cape if you're afraid of it getting stuck. That's fine. Every live-action Batman has had different sized capes, and we don't really notice it. They've used different sized capes for walking, running, for fight scenes, for sitting down, for just standing there, for when he's falling through the sky. And it's fine. We can deal with that. Another reason why I'm not really accepting the safety argument, they did the same thing with Man of Steel. They CGI'd Superman's cape during the flight scenes. Now, allegedly this was done to give the creative team more control over how the cape reacts to the flying in the wind. Here's a picture of Christopher Reeve filming Superman back in the 70s. Here's a picture of Brandon Routh filming a similar scene about 10 years ago for Superman Returns. Here's Henry Cavill on the set of Man of Steel. If two older movies can make somebody flying with a real cape work and look really good, then why can't a modern movie with modern technology and a much larger budget do the same? I think that what bothers me the most about all this, though, is director David Ayer's tweet after all the leaked photos came out. Quote, I believe in old school filmmaking. Real stunts, real people, real places. It makes all the difference on screen. Normally I agree with this statement, but here you have real stunts, real people, real places, fake cape. Am I overreacting to all this? Absolutely. Maybe I'm just afraid this is going to look as bad as the cape from the 90s Spawn movie. But this has killed all excitement I had for Suicide Squad. And I was looking forward to this more than I was to Batman vs. Superman. Now, I don't even know what to believe anymore. I don't know. What do you think of Batman and his fake cape? Talk to me down below or somewhere on the internet. I'm burnt out. They broke me. Like, share, subscribe, whatever. I'm going to go watch Batman 66 because I know Adam West wouldn't tolerate CGI anything. Have a good week. I haven't been watching Arrow, but I do know that the Suicide Squad did appear on it, and that Harley Quinn had a cameo in 2 episodes, you know, from behind the back and just her voice. This news came from Willa Holland, who plays Thea Queen on the show. She said that there were going to be big plans for Harley Quinn, but DC pretty much put the stop to that.
This Supergirl leak, do we know if it's the actual episode?
Yes, it's the actual
It is the actual episode. Because I heard people were saying, we don't know. It might not be the finished
Everything
product.
I've seen looks like it was the full pilot.